Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. I'm on my actually break from work, my 15-minute break. So what I decided to do is walk 2 parking lots 3 times in 15 minutes. And that way my legs won't get cramped, and the exercise is good for the weed and getting your blood circulating because I sit all day at work. So of course, health is wealth. So I figure I can take some time while I'm doing this to do some videos. You may hear me breathing a little bit because I got to get back in the habit of doing it. But I hope everyone is well. I know I've been having a trying morning myself. Mentally myself is like one issue after another. But one thing I wanted to talk about is accountability. When we don't take accountability for our actions and the things that we do, we stress our own stuff out. We're getting all hyper, and we always want to shift blame on other people just to try to take some of that anxiety and the things that we're going through off of us. So we figure it's easier to put it on someone else so that you don't have to accept the blame for the things that you do. So one thing about accountability, people has a thing to not accept their actions. Hey, how you? Not to accept their actions and the things that they do, of course. So, in people's eyes, when they're battling against someone else and they're saying, well, the other person is always wrong, the other person is always wrong. And they're constantly saying, it's them, it's them, it's them. I tried this, I tried that. But then soon somebody tell them, well, they're doing this and they could change that. No, they're very hyper, they're upset. And it bothers them because, of course, nobody wants to know that they're wrong. I know I'm a victim. I used to be a victim of that. I don't like when people tell me I'm wrong because I don't like to be wrong. It bothers me. I like to do things the way it's supposed to be, but I know that no one is perfect. And I had the hard time accepting, and it hurts me to say for somebody to tell me that I did something wrong. So in the process of me fixing that, I said, okay, it hurt a little bit, but you know what? Think about it, process it, calm my mind, calm down. It's okay to be wrong as long as you fix it. But when you don't fix it, and then you still complaining that it's a constant problem, so sometimes when you want to start thinking, what do I need to do to change myself to make it work? The problem is nobody wants to give in and nobody wants to do the work because it's easier to keep doing something the wrong way than do it the right way. So at this point, it's going to continue. It's like a snowball. It's just going to continue to go in a circle, just like being on a merry-go-round, and it never gets off. And it's always the same old problem, time at the time, the issue that you're having with someone else. So what we need to do is we need to accept, say, look, never be afraid to make change. The problem is with people and myself at times, I'm afraid to change. If I know I'm handling a situation, I'm always fussing and hollering, and I feel as though this is my method of getting through or getting heard. And if my fussing and screaming and hollering don't work, and it's getting worse and it's not changing, then maybe I need to go with another approach. And my hyperness and my anxiety that I'm showing towards the other person, and it's making them feel sad or bad because you're expressing your anxiety that you're going through. And you don't always have to holler and scream at somebody when you're expressing and you're hyper. No, hyper means I can feel your anxiety going up, your voice changes, you're talking in a razzle form, and you don't have to be screaming it out, but you can be very aggressive when you're talking. Why not say to yourself, because you know when we're upset, we ain't thinking no way. We just screaming or we just talking things out of our head that ain't even making no sense at all. So why not say, okay, let me just calm down and let me so I can think better. Let me calm down before I address the situation. Because of course, when the situation makes you mad at the time, you're just talking and you're babbling and you're just going on and you're just saying all kinds of stuff that may and may not make no sense. And on top of that, you're not listening to what the other person is saying. You're cutting them off. You ain't trying to listen. You're going on. Calm down. So that means at the same point in time, you're taking your frustration out because of the way you're feeling on them, but not, and that's being selfish. Because what you need to do is calm down because you don't like what the other person said or how the person reacted to what you said. So you're going to just say, I'm just going to just go off. And I'm going to be hyper and say this, but you're still not listening. So no matter how much the other person trying to talk to you, you just going in and you're just, oh no, and I don't do this way and this, and you're just going in and you're going, and the other person, and it's a back and forth thing, but nobody's listening. So somebody has to say, look, or that person needs to say, look, I'm going to calm down. I know I'm hyper, and we walk away from it, we go kick a tree, and we go scream in the park, and let me get this frustration out. Let me calm down so I can think about it. Or sometimes it's called be quiet. Listen and process it. That's what it's called. Listen to what the other person is saying, and don't say everything they say at their mouth is wrong or is negative, and it could be right. I don't care if it's an adult, I don't care if it's a child, I don't care what it is. Just take the time to listen. And then you think about it. I could have did that better. I could have changed some of the things that I did. Maybe I should have handled it this way. Maybe I need to understand what the other person is going through. If everybody's saying it's me, then maybe it is you. Maybe you need to say, let me write down a list of the things that I could do better with myself and stop being a change. Stop saying this is how I am. Nobody is born that way. This is the behaviors that you learned. This is the aggressive behavior that you learned that you feel as though is going to get you think that it's going to get you in a positive result. And it's not. It's going to get the worst result ever, and it's going to get a bad ongoing result. And you figure, I'm going to go to therapy, or I'm going to take the child to therapy, or take that person needs to go to therapy too. But what about you concentrating on yourself? And as long as you do your part, at least you can say you do your part, but don't think your part and your way is always the right way. Always learn to listen to somebody else's suggestion. So really, the purpose of this video is me. I'm walking because I was like, I need to vent. Who can I vent to? I said, don't I do expressions forever? Let me put this out here to help somebody else. So that's what I did. Hey ladies, how y'all doing? And let me just walk. I came out here and I walk, and the walking helps my mental. It feels good out here. The sun is out. It's going to be a beautiful day. And I'm walking. Get my exercise in. And get my blood drilling so it can get to my brain so I can calm down and be able to do my job today. It's just everything, one thing on top of another. Everything don't have to be a bad thing. Think of something somebody's telling you that is helpful. And the thing is, never listen to nobody that's negative or just doing the same, reacting the same way you acting. And that's another thing. If you listen to somebody and you agree on that's acting the same way that you're acting, so you know why? Once again, you're not coming out of your comfort zone. If they doing acting the same way I'm acting, they have the same ideas to handle the situation the way I do, nah, I can't talk to them. Go to somebody else that's on the other side and has a better way of doing something different that you do. And stop afraid to come out of your comfort zone. It's not going to take away nothing in your personality or anything like that. When you come out of your comfort zone, it'll make you better. As long as you don't make the wrong choice, then it's not going to make you better. But it may make you better. You'll see your situations change. It's not going to take nothing away from you. If you don't want to be stressed, don't make yourself stressed. If you don't want to be stressed, find ways to get out of the storm. It's called self-care. I don't mind learning. I love learning. Because I know when I don't do something right, I want to know how I'm going to do it right. I learn from people and positive people and people that I see results from. How they got out of the storm, how they handling their jobs, how they moving forward with businesses and things like that. I always want better. You say, oh, my life is messed up. Oh, I'm always stressed. And no. You don't have to be. Once again, the mental, your mind. You have to psych your mind up and say, okay, I'm going to feed you something really different, mind. Get ready for it. I'm about to feed you something different. Come on, get ready for it. It's going to shock you, mind. Brain is going to shock you. But guess what? I need to find ways to change. And I don't want nobody to tell me nothing negative about how I need to change. I need to find ways to change. So, once again, my break is almost over. I already did like 2 laps, but I'm going to finish my last lap. But I'll see you again. But thanks for watching another video from Expressions Forever. And I will have many more. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get some videos in, and I'm trying to find another way to get more videos in. But once again, relax. Listen. And another thing, change. Change is good. I had to. I got books and stories to write. But either way, change is always good. You don't always have to feel the way you're feeling. If you say, it's not that deep. A lot of things ain't deep. We make it deep. It's just not that deep. But until another video, you guys, goodbye.